YouTube, what is up? Coach Wiz, and we back with another NBA reaction, and we got a story today. Well, it's not a story, but anyway, we got Michael Jordan versus Kobe Bryant legends debate. Who's the GOAT? Let's get into this. I mean, now we all know who the GOAT is, okay? It's Kobe. But let's check out the video.
Who's the greatest of all time. Obviously, a lot of people, they just overlook what Kobe has done. And, obviously LeBron is great in his own right. Do you consider MJ the GOAT?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of course. I went up against him each and every night.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
And then you played with Kobe at the Lakers.
I played with Kobe, and Kobe was, he's in that level. No question about it. But Mike changed the game in so many other ways, not only on the court, but off the court. And then guys all of a sudden start doing endorsements, getting checks from not just playing basketball. He just opened the door for a lot of things.
I know what you're going to say. Kobe, Michael.
Well, this is an interesting situation because about 2000, I had the team, was still probably 99 when I'm coaching the Lakers. Michael's out. He's been retired for a year. And he comes to a ball game, and I said, let's meet in the chairman's room after the game. I want you to talk to Kobe a little bit. He tends to take over a game, at a certain time in the game. And I think that, if you convince him to just wait, just be patient, allow the game to kind of come to him when it's necessary for him to do some things, because the team kind of loses their offensive direction. So I get in this room, and he sits down, and he goes, first thing Kobe says is, I could kick your ass one-on-one.
Yo, Kobe is sick. Was sick. R.I.P. Kobe, man. Kobe was sick. How you say that to the GOAT? But mean it, though. Like, Kobe really meant that.
But not even letting him get anything
There's
out.
no conversation.
What did Michael say back?
You might.
You might?
Just
He
might.
said you might?
Yeah, he said, I've been on the game a couple years. You just might.
So who wins? If you have to pick.
No, it's going to be MJ.
More unstoppable, though, when they get that mindset. Michael or Kobe?
Certainly Michael.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Kobe put up 81.
Yeah, that was a bad Toronto defense at the time. I remember.
It's still 80.
Hey, we know Ray Allen and Kobe secretly hated each other. Why Ray Allen hating on that 81-point performance? Come on, Ray. We know y'all had beef over, who you got game. You got the part. Relax.
He won, Ray.
Yeah. I mean, it's a marvelous.
He had 60 in his last game he played.
Yeah, it was a marvelous feat. It's hard to really compare the generations. If you look at what MJ did during his era, like I played in between both those eras, and the rules were totally different. Like you can't touch a guy now. A guy will go to the free throw line 20, 25 times a game just off of ticky-tack stuff.
But he used to, and Phil Jackson said this.
I'm sorry. Can we just admire Jordan's hang time? Especially this first one. I'm sorry.
Compare the generations. If you look at what MJ did during his era, like I played in between both those eras, and the rules were totally different. Like you can't touch a guy now. A guy will go to the free throw line 20, 25 times a game just off of ticky-tack stuff.
But he used to, and Phil Jackson said this when he was promoting his book years ago. If Mike played today, he would average 45 in his prime.
Easy.
You believe that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why it's, so much is made about, it's just not a comparison. To compare what we do now, what's going on now, to what's happened in the 80s and the 90s.
And one thing I know, and one thing people got to know, and one thing I don't respect when it comes to people that get upset about the debate, that's your opinion.
It's opinion.
I mean, man, if you're a fan of this person, man, and can't nobody tell you that anybody else is better than them, you stick with that. You hold that close and near to your heart. That's how you feel about that player, man. It's nothing wrong with you saying LeBron is the best. It's nothing wrong with you saying Steph is the best that ever played. There's nothing wrong with you, that's your opinion. That's how you feel. There's not a right or wrong.
Yeah.
If you that type of fan, you gotta respect it. People call me the GOAT.
And you are
To some people.
You are one of the GOATs, though.
Pound for pound, Allen Iverson, best basketball player I've ever seen. Just saying. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? We might be lucky that he wasn't 6'6", 6'7". Might be a whole different convo. You feel me?
To some people, people make an argument for me all the time and say, "What if you was 6'6"?"
It's Curry.
You know what I mean? Like people say that. I'm never gonna say nobody is better than Michael Jordan. I will never say that. But people say all kinds of crazy things. Somebody told me before Michael Jackson couldn't sing. Like what? And then right then I was like, okay, people tripping. I done heard it all now. You know what I mean? So now I'm prepared for what anybody say. You understand what I'm saying? Like I know people just say the crazy. You know, like a person actually told me Michael Jackson couldn't sing. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
The most skilled player I've ever seen is Kobe.
Okay. More than
I gotta stop pausing. I'm sorry. Can the sequel ever be better than the original though? Like truly. Now I know, you know what I'm saying? I know on this channel we got a lot of Jordan fans. I know you Jordan fans are sick, and we got a lot of Larry Bird fans, and Larry Bird fans might even be sicker. And I'm right there with you. I'm just not as sick. All right. But can the copy ever be better than the original though? The iPhone 16 is better than the first one, right? I'm not saying Kobe's better. I was just kidding. Kobe is my GOAT, but it's just biasness, and that's who I've got to watch more of. You know, Jordan, I watched, but I was younger, so I couldn't really appreciate what I was actually seeing. I appreciate it now, obviously. But is that true, though? Can the copy be better than the original?
Talk about Kobe's bag.
Listen, man, you got MJ, right?
Run that back for T-Mac. Shout out to T-Mac. T-Mac.
More than MJ. Talk about Kobe's bag.
Listen.
Dang.
Come on, man.
The most skilled player I've ever seen is Kobe.
Okay. More than MJ. Talk about Kobe's bag.
Listen, man, you got MJ, right? Kobe took who MJ was, but enhanced the skill set, had a better handle. MJ didn't shoot threes like that. No. So Kobe took it upon and added the three ball to his game because that's where the game evolved to. But skill-wise, I mean, the moves, the footwork, he had it all.
Kobe in a one-on-one battle. Do you believe anybody could beat Kobe in a one-on-one battle? Let's just say in their prime, MJ and Kobe, one-on-one. Who you taking?
I'm putting myself in it.
Oh, you okay? I would throw you in there.
I think if you play 10 games, it'll be 5-5, maybe it'll be 6-4-1. But I don't think it'll be, 8-2 or 7-3 or anything like that. I don't know who to toss up.
We're going to play a series of 5. You get Kobe 5 times. You get MJ 5 times. Kobe, MJ. What's it going to be? Is it going to be 3-2? I mean, is it going to be 3-0? I mean, what is it going to be?
Listen, I could sit here and say it'll be 3-0, 3-3-2. I mean, it's hypothetical. I don't know. With that, it'll never happen. But all I know is it'll be a damn good show.
What y'all think about that? Y'all gonna kill me. But I agree, man. I think Kobe was more skilled. Now, if Jordan would have played in, later on and had to develop more of the three or shoot more threes, it'd be a different conversation, obviously. But I believe Kobe Bryant is the most skilled basketball player ever. That's just me.
Have an intimate relationship.
Don't kill me.
Obviously with MJ, as you did with Kobe. How did they compare both on and off the court? Really break it down for us, because it seems like Kobe is the closest thing we've ever seen to MJ.
Molly, you're absolutely right. And first of all, let's go to the court first. Kobe admired, respected Michael Jordan in such a way that he patterned his game after Mike. He's the closest thing. Kobe is the closest thing to Michael that we've seen. Why? Because he could score that basketball just like Michael Jordan. He had the same mindset and attitude just like Michael Jordan. He took no prisoners. He wanted to just put his foot on your neck. He wanted to destroy you mentally and physically, just like Michael Jordan. And he wanted to have 6 championships like Michael Jordan. He got close. He got 5, but he never got that 6th championship. Now, Let's talk about off the court. Off the court, he wanted to build his business just like Michael Jordan. And you know what? He was getting there too. Kobe was doing an outstanding job as a businessman. And he was taking on that Jordan persona too off the court. And I believe that that's why Kobe and Michael really enjoyed each other. They were like little brother, big brother, because they went to places very few athletes go, where they were world famous. They were able to win championships, and then they were able to do something special on the basketball court that we haven't seen no other players do. And so I think they had the same mindset, and so that's why they got along off the court. They just had a mutual love and respect for each other. I think that's why they were close.
I love Kobe, but let's stop that. Kobe is not Michael Jordan.
What do you think that Kobe doesn't have?
Yo, Sebastian Telfair. Yo, his story is so sad, man. He never turned out to what people thought he was going to be. Now, me personally, I didn't think he was going to be like a superstar or nothing like that, just because of his size and his jump shot didn't really develop. But that's what happens when you crown people too fast. But this is funny. He says, stop that.
I love Kobe, but let's stop that. Kobe is not Michael Jordan.
What do you think that Kobe doesn't have that Jordan does have?
I don't know, but he's not Michael Jordan.
I mean, he's got the killer instinct. You know, he's got close to the number of rings. I mean,
you think he influenced the game as Michael Jordan, though?
I think it's close.
You think it's close?
I think it's close.
If
a lot of people say Kobe's are.
Nah. I don't think that's close. And I'm a Kobe guy. You already know. But I don't think that is close. Nah, I disagree with that.
Number of rings, I mean.
You think he influenced the game as Michael Jordan, though?
I think it's close.
You think it's close?
I think it's close.
If
a lot of people say Kobe's their favorite player of all time. A lot of people say that.
Of all time?
Yeah. A lot of people say that.
Man, I love Kobe. I love Kobe.
You know, and plus, like, you know, kind of like a Nipsey, when someone passes away before their time, they get put on a pedestal like a Tupac and a Biggie.
But as far as Kobe as a ball player, his skill set, I mean, there aren't many that I can think of off the top of my head.
There's nobody.
There's not many that I can think of off the top of my head that I'm like, okay, he got a better skill set than Bryant. There's not many that I can say, yo, he's a better basketball player than Bryant. There's not many that he wasn't better than Jordan. I can tell you that right now. No, he wasn't.
We about to have that discussion too.
Yes, we are. I'm definitely
There's
down.
nobody
He wasn't better than James, Jordan, all of them dudes. He wasn't better than them.
The reason why I'm with you with this, a cop out between greater and better, but that is.
See, this is what I say. I 100% agree. So you can be more talented or more skilled or whatever than somebody, but not be better. And I know that sounds crazy, but I agree. Like, you see a lot of, like, the players today are so soft. I'm not gonna go there right now, but the players today are more skilled, right? More talented. They have better workout regimens. They know what to eat. Yada 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 yada. You know, just things evolve. Medicine's better, so they got all the tools they need to be more skilled, to be in better shape. Da da da. But a lot of these players today aren't better than the players from the past. Durant ain't better than Bird. You feel what I'm saying? So I agree with that.
It is a reality. And at the end of the day, when it comes to greater, that goes into like statistics, which can be, you know, it's a lot of things that go into that. Playing time, even referees, where you play at, it's too circumstantial. But better, if we saying that Kobe is 1A of Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan is your man, Michael Jordan is my man, but he's an evolved species of Michael Jordan. There's no
like a better version of Jordan, you think?
Yes, yes, because of the era. Number one, the era that he played in, because he was in between both this current era and the Jordan era as well. But he could shoot, he could dribble, he could play defense. He was bigger. He could use reverse pivots on both sides and a regular pivot on both sides. Jordan could only use that left pivot on the right side. He could only play on the right side with certain moves. Kobe.
Again, it's. I hate like debates like this because we can only go by what we saw. So in a sense, he might be right. But if Jordan plays longer in a different era, you think he don't pick up that stuff? Like, of course he does. You feel me? Of course he develops a 3-pointer. Of course his handles get better, even though I think he did have handles, but
he could do everything. He could pass. Like, and I'm talking about better, not greater, because to define greater is too many circumstances in that with stats and all analytics and all this bullshit.
We're just talking straight. Step on the court, put your shoes on, let's rock. Let's rock.
Because we talking about a man who was at the Rock. We ain't never seen Jordan at no damn record.
No,
we talking about a man who was at the Drew. We talking about a man who was really, before we even got on, was talking about who was really outside.
Right.
Like, you take all these analytics and all this championships out the equation, Kobe is cooking Mike.
You won championships with MJ and Kobe.
He's wilding with cooking. Mike was one of the best defenders ever. Stop that.
How are they similar and how are they different as hoopers?
The difference was when you're on Chicago, I was with the Beatles, I was with Elvis, I was with Michael Jackson, and I was with the Pope. You guys are so, I guess, spoiled, but lucky. Dog, when I got on the Bulls and we were staying at the Plaza in New York, everybody was like, hey, we're going to dinner. I said, I'm not leaving my room. Are you kidding me? You know how long it take me to get to the Plaza? Now you guys, take it for granted, but it was crazy that we had a plane that had a bar in the middle of it. We had the OMGM plane. We had security that was Michael Jordan security used to fly on his jet, land, and meet our jet. 3 buses. Man, if you missed the bus, you was getting fined and might not play. So I couldn't even imagine them giving you a series of going to it. Now, being with Kobe, it was different because I got to go to dinner with him. You go to TGI Fridays. There's nobody really going, oh, Kobe, because he was only 19, 20. But then he grew into that, what he became. By the time I got to Michael was already,
he was at the
Your Highness. The difference is Michael is tied and Kobe is tied evergreen. There's not that much different.
Who's the hardest to defend?
Mike and Kobe. I mean, from a guard standpoint,
yes.
I didn't have to go down there and defend Shaquille O'Neal or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Right.
But Mike and Kobe, just thinking attack every single moment on the floor. And the mentality, the way they wear you down with their approach would be the 2 guys I would say. All-time great competitor. The only guy that I would put in the discussion, because both of these guys, unfortunately, the late, great Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, in my opinion, the 2 guys I ever played against that was willing to leave it all on the court. And I didn't mean it all. They were willing to, if the men dropped dead on the floor, those 2 guys, I'm convinced, would be willing to do that for the victory.
He said, and I mean leave it all. I think that's what separates those 2. And probably like a Bird as well. Like, they are not letting you off the hook. Ever. There's no standing in a corner, taking play. Like, nah. They do not let you off the hook.
When you look at playing with Kobe in his prime versus Jordan in his prime, since you played with both of them, how would you compare the 2?
Well, you can say they're similar, but I think Michael was more driven to win. He hated the fact that if we're going to win, we're going to win. And he takes control of that. I give him that credit right there. I give him that. It's like I would say Scotty had that will too. Kobe started to emulate his game like Michael and stuff like that. I think Kobe was more like a gymnast, when he played. And Michael's more like gymnastic golf, a ballet dance. Because, what most of the time he plays on his toes. And when he does everything, it's always like boom, boom. So the 1-2 punch. And I think that everybody try to, say that Kobe is just like Michael. And I think that's what Michael gave him that praise at his funeral. And I think he realized the fact that,
Shout out to Dennis Rodman. This Dennis Rodman crazy. Yo, man, shout out to Pro Sports, man. Definitely another dope video. What y'all think, man? What y'all think about this? Do y'all think it's close at all? Do y'all see the similarities? Let me know, man. I've been getting a lot of emails from my dads out there that's busy, in their 40s, my seasoned vets looking to get in shape. I got something coming for y'all real soon, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. I appreciate y'all supporting the channel, man. Thank you guys so much. And let me know what y'all want to see next. I'm gone.